Okay, well, welcome to. Oh, got a rogue. We've got a rogue there. Welcome to our team call tonight. Welcome to the whole of Mum's team. Joining our team call tonight. We're excited about what we're going to be chatting about tonight. But before we talk about the RAC Club, which is why most of you are here, we just have a couple of announcements that we just want to share with you. Everyone's coming in, they're not being muted. So. There we go. Not sure why this is coming. Okay, so just a couple of announcements are that really cool thing. Lisa has been made Managing Director of Europe. Now, Lisa Burke, what you might have already thought she was the Managing Director of Europe, but she actually only had half of Europe. And the other half was a guy called Baint who recently left doTERRA. So Lisa has now been made, because she did such a fantastic job of where she was with our region, she was made over whole of Europe, which is actually great for her, having her skills and organisational and operational skills over the whole of Europe for all of us. It's really terrific news.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is, because before Lisa came on, and some of you weren't here before Lisa came on, we didn't have like all the things that we have now, like the Facebook group and all that kind of stuff. And the other side of Europe still haven't had that, so they're going to have that kind of support now as well, will be coming over time. So if you have people in other countries across Europe and on the other side of Europe, then you can be rest assured that they're all going to get looked after really well, and it makes a massive difference. So it's really exciting. And also just to say, underneath Lisa then, there'll be lots of sales managers in all the different areas. So she'll be kind of over all the sales managers. So they'll be like, you know, more local to the area. So it's great. We're going to have lots of support. So it's really exciting.
Yes. And also Lisa is she moves very quickly with stuff. And, you know, when the wellness advocates request things, she moves on it. So one of the instances we're going to talk about in a minute, the on-guard bundle for the incentive trip. We'll talk about that in a second. And that's all because of Lisa and the team that are working so very hard for us. BOGOs, actually, before that, it was lovely to see a lot of you on Saturday in Milton Keynes.
Really nice.
It was a really, really great day. If you haven't been to the spring tour on Saturday or not been to the spring tour, or you want to go to a spring tour, there are more around Europe. Mm-hmm. There's a couple more in the UK. If you go on doTERRAeveryday.com, you'll find them. They're on the Facebook pages as well, or just post something on one of our groups, and we'll let you know when any of those tour dates are. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Really recommend going. As we always say, you know, going to these events, you always learn something. You come away motivated, and also networking as well is so important. So I highly recommend it.
It's great for new people as well. Really great to show them the doTERRA culture.
There were tons of new people on Saturday, weren't there?
Half the room actually put their hand up, said they'd never been to a doTERRA event. So that was great.
So it's brilliant.
The great news is BOGO started today. Some of you that don't know what a BOGO is, that's a buy one, get one free. In America, they call it BOGOs. They started today and they'll run all week. So just put it on your Facebook page, your group page, and let them know. I wouldn't just blanket it over all of your personal pages like I accidentally do sometimes. Well, today I did. I accidentally put the RAC group on my...
Are you kidding me? That's the first time you've ever done that, isn't it?
It's the third time.
Oh my goodness. Nathan's out. His friends finally know what he's doing.
Mother's Day gifts are in the back office, so check them out. The incentive trip, we've discussed that most weeks, but the incentive trip, that started beginning of February. So that goes to the end of May. So it's a great time to, if you're trying to rank, which we're going to be doing over the next 2 months, you may as well be using that. Now, with the incentive trip, Michelle's calling. She might not be able to go on. Corporate have, because the incentive trip, when you have to do an enrolment, it's 150 PV. And an enrolment for the physician kit, for instance, or the family essential kit is 115 PV, and most people buy. We gave them some feedback that said, look, can we up this? And so what they came up with was an on-guard bundle that you can own, that new enrollments can, so only a new enrollment can buy. And it means that it will up the PV to 150 PV. So it's really good. And the bundle includes, I did take a photo, but Rebecca's just on my phone. So we don't have slides for it yet, but it is in the back office, I think at the moment, or will be very soon, if you do an enrolment kit and you add it to the bundle. It comes with 4 of the on-guard products. Was anyone there on Saturday that can remember? Mum, do you remember what it was? I know it came with the soap. I know it comes with a balance. A balance comes free with it if you spend 150 PV, which you would do with that. I'm just going from memory. There was 4 or toothpaste. That was it. But we can post that and show you that later. Also, remember convention coming up in May. The business days before convention, book onto them. That'll be great. And then the spring tour dates. We're now going to turn the time over to Mum, who's going to give a couple of her own oil experiences. But she wasn't there earlier. Are you there now, Mum?
I'm mute. Hi. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, that's fine. So, so I've got a few little things that I've experienced for myself. And the first, let's just go down there. The first one that has happened quite recently to me is that obviously as I'm going into the older years, my kidneys are my weaker area, and I can sometimes start getting bladder infections, cystitis, if I don't drink enough. And what I've found is that bicarbonate of soda works very fast, but I've been trying to not use bicarbonate of soda in the oils. And I tried the Zendocrine blend, and that was okay. And then, because it wasn't going completely, and then it came back in a bit more full vengeance, and I used the lemon, and that did it. So I had 2 drops of lemon in a big glass of water, and that sorted it for me. So that's one experience I've had recently. The other one, some of you know about this, because if I'm presenting, I'll sometimes get this tickly cough, and I put junipers. I'm starting to cough. I get juniper here, and that I just do 1 cough and it stops it, and I don't get it anymore for the rest of the presentation. The other one I've used recently is for that flu thing that's been going around, that one that's supposed to only last 3 days, but it's not. It's lasting 9 days or more in loads of people. So they're taking people take the On Guard Plus, but I've been noticing that when people add Arbovitae in my family to it, they get rid of it much quicker. So because this has got tropolones in it, the Arbovitae, and it's literally no other essential oil has this 7 carbon ring in it, and so it's basically the viruses have not adapted with this oil, so that this oil can go in and help where other oils may not help as effectively. So add Arbovitae if you get this flu. The other one, last one, is I wanted to share, which I'm sharing at the tours, but I'm finding really effective on an energetic level, is when you're around people or you're presenting or something and someone has a negative thought towards you in any way, it could be just a gentle little thing, but it's happened, a little negative hook can go onto your spine. Some people might think, oh, that's a bit woohoo, but if you've had a lot of that, you can actually feel quite heavy. Melaleuca, from the bottom of the spine all the way to the top of the nape of the neck, clears all those negative hooks, and actually you'll feel much lighter and it will lift you. So that will also help you if you've been around negative people for a while. And then you drop 1 drop of lemongrass onto the top of your head. It's very powerful. You can feel it for yourself, how it will lift you. So they're just a few little things that I've experienced in the last, I would say, month or so of the oils myself, for me personally. So hopefully there's something there for all of you. There you go, Nath.
Thank you, Mum. Really grateful for you guys to be able to come onto our team call and join us and help to add value and make the RAC club even better than it was last year.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
I'll just share the screen again. And the spring tour is in Bury tomorrow, isn't it, Mum? It
is in Bury, and I'm going to the Bury training. I'll be giving my Sneaky Finders presentation there.
It's very good.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, someone just said, "Hi, Becky. You said about the Melaleuca for hooks, and she's found it helped her."
Brilliant.
Okay. Well, Rebecca is now going to introduce the Rank Advancement Club.
Okay. Thank you, Nathan.
Drum roll,
Thanks
please.
very much. Thank you. Okay, so we're very excited to bring this back. So as Nathan said, we did it last year. That was the first ever one. And we found it created such a lot of energy, lots of people ranked, and it was just great to kind of come together and, give yourself kind of a boost, because, you can be doing this business, can't you? And you're doing it, and you can get into like dips or whatever, or you really want to do a rank, but you haven't quite got yourself completely motivated for it. So the idea of this Rank Advancement Club and where it really helps is it's kind of creating this this buzz and this atmosphere and a joint kind of effort where you're going to get lots of support throughout the team and kind of doing this together and to help you to rank. So as the name suggests, this club is to help you rank advance. So it will be starting, well, we said there the 1st of March to the end of April. So the idea is that you will rank advance by the end of April, which is perfect timing for convention. So it's a lovely kind of time of year to really give yourself a boost and feel really proud of yourself at convention, which is lovely. But actually, realistically, we're going to be starting next week, really, because you need a bit of the week before to kind of get things ready and make sure you have, your finding activities. And we'll be talking about that next week. So next week's call really is going to be the first rank advancement call. So this time we're going to actually split into 2 groups, because what we want to do is to give specific kind of step-by-step instructions to help you. But obviously it's different if you're going for Elite and Premier than if you're going for Silver and Gold. So we're going to have 2 groups, and because of that we're also going to have 2 team calls directed at the 2 groups. So if you are going to go for Elite, if you're trying to go for Elite, or if you're going to try and go for Premier, then you'll be in Group 1. And that team call will be at 8 o'clock on Mondays. So we're going to keep the same night. We're going to be doing Mondays at 8 o'clock. If that's you, you're going to come on at 8 o'clock onto this Zoom, and we're going to do a 45-minute weekly kind of step-by-step tasks to take you through your rank. And for Group 2, if you're going for Silver and Golds, then you're going to come on at 8:45 till 9:30. That's what we're going to be kind of doing. That's the first kind of part of it. So who can participate? Well, anyone can participate. So any wellness advocates, you can all participate. In fact, even if you don't want to rank, you're still very, very welcome. So what we're going to be doing is sharing tips. So if you don't want to be doing the things that we're going to be saying to do, you just want to come on and learn the tips and see how we would suggest you rank advance and you push yourself to the next level, then please feel free to just come on the calls as well and just pick up the tips, and you can just implement them as and when you want to.
Because some, just to point out, because some of you may not have the time in the next 2 months to look to do rank advancement, because obviously we're looking to push it for people over the next 2 months at a faster rate than maybe you would do normally. So if that is your situation or your case, then you don't have to do this, but you can come onto the trainings.
Exactly. Perfect. Okay. So this club, as the other slide just said, I forgot to mention, is for people who are just starting as well. So if you've just started, then again, this club is for you too. So you're obviously going to Group 1, going for Elite. So what are you going to expect in this kind of couple of months? So as we said, you'll get the weekly mentoring call, which is going to be the Monday night, the same night as we've been always doing. So hopefully that will suit everybody. We're also going to have 2 Facebook groups. This is kind of going to be a support Facebook group for each of the ranks, and specific resources will be posted on there. But also you can like ask your questions, and we'll have all of our gold and above leaders are going to be on both of these groups, so that they can help answer questions as well. And what we'd really love is for you guys to kind of put on your experiences, you know, your positive experiences that you're having, share things with each other, so we can kind of create an environment where we're all kind of motivating each other and celebrating each other's successes. Is kind of how we visualize these Facebook groups as well.
Last time the Facebook group was probably the best part of the club, actually. It was,
It was really good.
really interactive, and people were sharing their stuff, and it was quite inspiring. And so please post. Yeah, it will really help inspire others and yourselves as well.
And post pictures as well, you know, nice pictures. And we'll also be posting the recordings of the calls on there as well. So if you can't make the calls, we obviously recommend coming to the live ones, because then you can ask questions and stuff. If you can't make them, then we'll be posting the recordings onto those Facebook groups as well.
And it has been noted that some people think I don't post the team calls fast enough. Okay. Very offensive.
2 weeks is really fast.
Very offensive that people have been complaining to Rebecca about this. I think 5 days is perfectly reasonable. We're
going to work on that one. We're committing to you to work on that one. So we're also going to have, the week by week step. You're having a few comments now, probably.
I hope someone's owning up. I'm there owning up. She wouldn't tell me who it was.
So, as I said, we're going to be taking you through a week by week kind of progression, if you like, so you can kind of follow it. So we'll be setting tasks for that week. And so we're going to, just to make it a bit of fun as well, we'll be having some prizes every single week as well. So you can win some prizes, which will be cool. And yeah, so here's the most sign up. Yeah, we'll just do them each week. So the weekly prizes. We're also going to have weekly question and answer sessions.
Woo-hoo!
Woo! So we really recommend you coming onto these, because on the team call, obviously that would be great. You can ask questions there. But as you're starting to do the things and implement the challenges that we're setting you on that Monday call, we'll probably have some more questions. And also it'll be a good place for you to share some experiences as well. So we're going to be doing these weekly, and either Nathan and I will definitely be on each one. But also we're going to have some of our golds and above leaders joining us on the calls as well. So you get a bit of a different side, you know, different perspective as well. So you'll have those sessions for you to use, and I really strongly recommend you use that. So we're going to be doing them on Wednesdays, and we're going to alternate it. So we'll have 1 week in the daytime. We'll be starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. And again, we'll have 2 different groups. So there'll be 45-minute sessions for each group. And then we'll do the following week in the evening at 8 p.m. So you're going to have lots of support in that way. And of course, we're going to have ranking prizes. So, you know, we want you to want this for yourselves, obviously, because that's the most powerful way, and obviously the way you're going to achieve this. But we think, you know, ranking is a great achievement, and we'd love to recognise it, and especially we're doing it in such a short period of time. So we will be...
There's a whole slide on that one.
Okay, whole slide on that one. Save that.
Save that.
Okay, just a peek preview. And yeah, like I said, it's an 8-week step-by-step programme. So what do we expect from you? So if you decide you want to be rank advancing, so you're not just coming and listening to tips, if you actually want to take part in it, an active part in this, and want to use it to rank advance, then we expect you to come to the weekly calls if you possibly can. If you can't, then yeah, listen to the recordings.
Much better live though.
Much better live. Be an active member of the Facebook group. I'm going to commit to being an active member of the Facebook group. We'll try and post more than once in the whole 2 months.
Yes,
so that's my commitment.
More than once?
Yeah.
Like once a day?
I'll post a lot.
Yeah.
So yes, if you're an active member of the Facebook group as well, so you share support with each other. Question and answer sessions, as we said, are optional, but really do recommend coming on if you can. Definitely follow the plan each week. So we will be setting the tasks, and there'll be very specific tasks that we believe will really help you rank. So it's for you guys, but we want you to commit to that. And if you do get upline kind of accountability messages, things like that, then please reply to them. You know, the upline isn't there to control, to manage you in any way at all. Uplines, the role of an upline is to really support, to put their energy into you, to match your energy. And so, you know, they're there to help you through this. So don't see it as they're checking up on you. They're just helping to hold you accountable. And, you know, often we need that, don't we? And so,
but they won't necessarily either do that. So so don't expect them to be doing that either. What we want is for everybody to take responsibility for ranking themselves.
Yes.
Don't blame your upline because they didn't call you one day. That's why you didn't rank. Okay, take responsibility for yourself and question it. That will really help. We've got a drawer.
Someone doesn't agree with you.
Yeah, someone doesn't like my comments.
But yeah, no, that's a really good point. You know, the purpose of this is to rank advance, but also to kind of help create good habits. And we'll kind of show you how we plan and strategize. And this is to kind of put into you guys, to give you responsibility and ownership of your business, because that really is the key to succeed. You know, once you do that and just take it upon yourselves and know the tools you can do yourself, then there's no stopping you at all. So that's what this is, to kind of create habits so you can continue after the 2 months. You might want a month break, you know, just chill out for a little bit in May.
No.
But just keep going.
No chilling out.
Full pace. You know, someone else is not agreeing with you,
no. Don't like that.
Is this me? This is me, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this was the slide with a whole slide on it.
Yeah.
So the prizes, the exciting part. So if you do rank in the 2 months, which we're hoping you're all going to rank, then you will get a prize, and we're going to have a few different prizes you can choose from. Oh, excellent. Yes, there we go. So those are different prizes, very good, that you can choose from, or you can take the cash as well, because, you know, everyone's different, so there's the option.
I would take the cash. I would always take the cash, but you might not want to.
I would take a spa day. So, you know, everyone's different. If you rank twice, which would be incredible, I mean, it's 2 months, so ranking twice is a bit of a big ask, and we really want to celebrate that too.
It's easy. Ranking twice in 2 months is easy.
And £300.
Yeah, you get both.
Yeah.
And then there'll also be, oh, sorry, no, I'm stealing your thunder there.
Yes, I don't know what.
There'll be weekly prizes for achievements and challenges. Okay. And these things aren't actually, they're not from us. They're from all of the they're from all of the Golden Above uplines. They're all contributing to this. This is not just our show or Mum's show. This is all of the Golden Above uplines are contributing to this. Okay. Yeah,
that's a very important point. Okay, I think the next one's you.
Okay, so important dates to put in your diaries. The Rank Advancement Club starts the 1st of March. Okay.
But the first call will be next week.
Yeah.
Just remember.
So technically it doesn't start the 1st of March, but in terms of ranking, starts the 1st of March. And it ends on the 30th of April. The weekly club training and weekly challenges will always be on a Monday night. Okay. So some of you, I know on Emily's team, for instance, they have their team, you will have your team calls on Monday nights. So you'll
Tuesday nights. Oh, no, they have Monday nights, don't they?
It is Monday nights.
Yeah,
so, you know, you'll want to go on Emily's team call and then watch the recording, and that's okay. But if you can come to the live ones, then that's better. So the Elite and Premier Club is going to be from 8. Oh, I've done that wrong, haven't I? I knew I'd done it wrong. It's 8:30, isn't it?
No. Elite and Premier is 8 to 8:45.
Is that right?
Perfect, yeah.
Oh, I've done it right.
That's right. Yeah.
8 to 8:45, and then Silver and Gold Club.
Yes, that's right, because we're going to put the continuing education from 7:30 till 8, aren't we? We're just shortening it by 15 minutes. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Can I ask a really silly question? Is this club Elite and Premier what you want to be?
Yes.
At the end of April. Yeah. So what if you do the amazing thing of like go to one and then go to another, maybe Premier then Silver? Would you change your club?
Oh.
Sorry, I always like to ask difficult questions. Sorry. Always.
Find a loophole.
Question. Yeah, totally. Yeah. If you hit Premier in March, you can jump to the Silver calls.
Yeah. But you probably, I'd say we have to do that bespoke, guys. So if you want to hit silver by the end of April, and we look at it, and you're only elite right now, then we might just put you on to the Premier. You'll want to go on the silver calls. So let's say you are a brand new person and you only had 1,000, but you wanted to go silver in 2 months, you would need to go on the silver calls, okay? Because you're trying to rank to silver, okay? Yeah, but they're not going to do that, are they? That's where they need to go. You don't want to do that. We're having an argument right now.
We haven't discussed this one. Keep calling us off guard.
Sorry.
It's up to you. It's completely up to you. I personally recommend if you've only got 1,000 PV, you'll want to come on the Elite and Premier because you'll want to be doing the tools to get you to Premier first. And then, because the silver and gold strategy is going to be different. So it's up to you. And I think if we're going to go through in a second, you're going to go through, aren't you, how far away you are from a rank to which one you should go on. So we'll tell you which one you should start on. And then you can discuss it with your upline. You can discuss it with us if you're looking like you're going closer to the other rank. Yeah, so we'll do it by that, case by case. But we'll kind of tell you what we recommend you start on.
We'll go over what Rebecca says because she knows what she's doing. And then we'll be having a recognition at the team party. So we'll be having a whole team party. So this isn't our team. This is Mum's whole team. We're having a party on the Thursday before convention somewhere to be arranged. I know Emily and Tim, they actually booked in their dates before we did. So their team will be having their own party on that Thursday night. But they'll be doing a bit of recognition at that team party as well for this. So not to worry if you're any of them. And then every Wednesday, it's going to be every other. This slide doesn't show that, but every other Wednesday it'll be in the evening, and every other Wednesday it'll be in the mornings. And this kind of is the one that's in the mornings to show you when the elites and premiers will be having their questions and answers, and when the silvers and golds will. These are your upline goals and above. So if you're not sure, have a look in your upline listing. The key activities that we're going to be discussing are the basics of the business. Nothing strenuous, nothing really or too advanced at all. It's going to be the basics and doing plenty of them. So it's about talking to people about the oils, giving people samples of the oils to try, booking classes of your own, invite people to classes, teach a class, ask people to host classes, enrolling people, doing wellness consultations, getting people on LRP, and then getting people onto your Facebook groups or to your upline's Facebook groups like Silver Blossom or Essential Gifts of the Earth or Building and Sharing, doTERRA. So we're just going to be sharing what you probably all know, but doing lots of it and in a strategic way to help you to rank.
And introducing a few other things as well that you may not have heard of before.
So key tips and stuff and strategies. So the key is to find more people, book more classes, teach more classes, sign more people up, and then just continue this cycle over and over again. And when you learn these over the next 2 months, keep doing them, following up months, and then getting them onto LRP. And we'll have a whole thing on how to hold your rank after that as well.
And the great thing is with it, as we'll get momentum going, and you'll see how all the sequences kind of fit in so well. And so the finding kind of helps with the classes, and the classes help you find more people, and how it just continually goes. So you kind of never run out of anything. So we're going to kind of show you tips of getting that kind of initial foundation there. You can just keep repeating and repeating.
So here's the criteria. Okay. So if you would like to go for elite, so you're looking to rank at elite, you must never have hit executive before, okay? Well, or hit executive in the month of January or February, okay? Executive is having a 2,000 OV or more overall volume, okay? So if you're under that or you're just starting, you can go for elite to rank, okay? If you are executive and above, you'll have to go for premier. Okay, and the reason for us doing that is that some people will be on 2,800 OV, and so all they would need to do is sign up one person in the next 2 months, and that would make them rank advance in the next 2 months, which is going to happen. we're not looking for people that are naturally going to rank. We want people to be pushing themselves to rank. And that's the point of this program. Okay, so I hope you can understand that. So Premier, if you want to go for Premier, you must not be 1500 OV away from hitting Premier. Okay,
You've got to be more than 1500 away.
You've got to be more than that away from hitting in January or February. Okay, so that means that you will need to go for silver in April to rank advance. Now, if you have a question about that or think that that's unfair, then just chat to us and we can have a look at what you're doing, and because there's always an exception with this thing, but we'll have a look at it and see what you can do. Okay, so. And then the other thing is, if you've never hit silver before, then you can achieve the rank of silver. We're not making any stipulations on it unless you were like ridiculously close already, you know. And the same thing for gold, okay? So just to make sure that you're also aware that a rank advancement doesn't count if another below you has ranked, causing you to rank advance. This will pretty much only ever happen on Elite, could possibly happen on Premier, but unlikely and very unlikely on silver and gold. If somebody underneath you gets to Elite themselves and does all of the work and all of the ranking, and that can make somebody else above them Elite, but we won't be counting that because we'll know. So what that person would need to do if they've got if you've got somebody underneath you that wants to rank to Elite, then you just need to rank to Premier. So you'd have to find another leg for 2000 and help support the other leg. But if you have that situation, that might be a little bit more work, then talk to us and talk to your upline and we can support you and show you how to do that. But that's a great problem to have. But we don't want people just sitting there and winning the prize and having not done anything to rank advance, okay? Because we want people to be doing stuff to rank advance, all right?
Yeah, and just going back to Kirsten's questions, I've just been pondering it a bit more. So if you are someone that's kind of between Premier, so you're Elite and you're good, strong Elite, let's say, and so you could go for Premier in these 2 months, or you want to go for Silver in these 2 months instead, then have a chat to your upline about it and decide. The decision is yours. You know, we're not going to tell you which group to come on. You could come on both if you wanted to for the first week and then kind of get a feel for them and decide which one you want to go with. But I would say if you are solid Premier, solid Elite, and you've got at least, one good builder under you, at least one. Certainly if you have 2 good builders under you, then I would say you could definitely go for the silver one. Or you've got the basics, you've definitely got good basics, good basic understanding, then I don't see why you can't go for the silver one. So it is a personal decision, but I'd say work with your upline with it as well. And if you need an opinion from us, then come to us. I would suggest if you have just got 1,000 PV, then you would go for the Premier one. That's what I would suggest.
Definitely.
It would just be
2 months.
Even if you think I want to go to silver in these 2 months.
Yeah.
You just want to you want to make sure that solid foundation is really secure, because that's what's going to help you rank quickly in the future. So it's not always about ranking quickly at the beginning. It's about getting those activities, getting that system in place, getting the strategy, understanding it all, and if you can get that, then you'll fly.
Yep.
So.
But, the reason why those Facebook groups are split and why the calls are split is to not inundate you with information and to not confuse the Elites and Premiers with information they might not be ready to hear or need to hear yet. Okay, so we want to just trying to make it shorter for you and bite-sized and just give you the nuggets that you need to achieve the ranks that you need to achieve.
Yeah.
If you want more, you can have more. So these are when the team calls are. So if you want to reach the ranks of Elite or Premier, the team calls are tonight, introducing the RAC. February 26th, next week, we'll be planning for the next 2 months. We haven't worked out exactly what the which trainings will be on what date, but we have all the trainings in place, and we will let you know next week as to exactly what's going on when. And that's for Elite to Premier. And then you've got Silver or Gold. It will be exactly the same thing we'll be training on, but just differentiated to your particular ranks. Okay.
So just on that note, so next week the call will be split. So we'll be starting at 8 o'clock next week for elites and premiers, and 8:45 for silvers and golds. We'll be going through your specific summary of the 8-week plan, so you can kind of see what to expect and what to start implementing now. Yes,
and we'll also be putting on there, so exactly what you'll be needing to do if you numbers wise. So we'll give you strategy wise. This is my favorite bit. You'll be having, if you get 5 people to a class, you should be signing up 2 or 3 of them. And if you get them on Home Essential kits, that means you've got 3 enrollments, you've got 600 PV. That means you need to do 3 of them if you want to rank about 3 classes with those kind of numbers to rank advance. Or you sign up 9 people on one-on-ones, or however, you do an online class. But that's what we're going to be talking about next week, giving you the numbers to help you with your strategy. And the challenge next week will be to send your plan to your upline next week. So you actually prepare your strategy, and after the team call, so get ready for it, to plan some time in next week, possibly Tuesday next week, to be actually implementing and making that plan. So you need to send it to your upline so they can have a look at it and just see if you're missing anything, to go, right, you actually need an extra class in there, or an extra 2 classes, or I think you might need to enroll another 4 people to actually hit your rank. Okay.
And your upline then, it won't be your gold upline then, it'll be your direct sponsor. So go to your closest direct sponsor who you normally have your team call with, your week call with.
So support. So you'll have the Rank Advancement Club Facebook groups, the 2 different ones. You'll be having the weekly training and chat with others and going through the same situation. It's really cool because there'll be, 50 of you all going for elite at the same time, working on the same things, having the same issues, crying about the same problems, or rejoicing about the same successes. Okay, so it's great. We'll be doing the weekly Q&A sessions where you can get any support you need. So if you can hold a lot of your questions for the Q&A sessions, that would save us and your upline loads of time. Okay, where we can, and that's why we're holding weekly Q&A sessions, so that everyone can come on there and ask their questions.
Because usually when you have a question, someone else has a similar question, you're going to probably have the same kind of questions. So
it would make our lives so much easier if we didn't have to spend all day answering questions. So you've got your upline, and you've also got online resources, and there's shed loads of online resources. And then if you want to join the Rank Advancement Club, we will. I'll post this on the Silver Blossom and on Building and Sharing Gifts of the Earth. But there is a sign-up form for you to fill in. If you don't want to do the Rank Advancement Club, but you just want to take part in the Facebook groups, then you do not sign up to this. Okay, this is like a commitment, saying I'm committing to this, and I want to be part. It means that you can get the prizes if you rank advance. If you don't do this, you can't get the prizes. Okay, but it just means
you can still come on.
It just means you can still come on and take part if you want to.
One last thing, we're going to have some guest speakers come on at different points. So we've booked Boyd Truman and Vanessa Ovens in already. So we'll be adding those to the dates next week, so you can kind of put them in your diary and everything. So really it's just to get, different perspectives and just a big kind of surge in momentum for these next 2 months. So if you want to rank advance, then this is the time to do it, and to kind of feel part of this community and get the energy all together. And then we can celebrate and go crazy at the party together, and be really proud of yourself at convention. So it's worth just going for it, and then you can slow it down a bit if you want in May. Although Nathan will say just keep going, but we've got to chill sometimes.
Just keep going.
So we have lots of questions. So ask any more questions now. It should be working, Younger Bundle.
No, I think it's not working at the moment, from what Lisa said.
Okay.
Becky?
Yes.
Do we have to be any Pacific rate to take part in the rank advancement, or can we try and go for elite from being no rank at all?
Absolutely, yes. If you've just come into this business, then go for elite 2 months, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it is ideal for you.
It's designed for you, definitely.
Thank you, Becky.
You know, it'll be definitely harder for you than, say, if someone's already...
If someone's only like
1,900 or something.
They've only got to make 1,000 up, whereas you would have to do 3,000.
But it's totally doable in 2 months. You can definitely be elite. So.
And if they're new, they're going to learn so much, aren't they? Much faster than maybe they would have.
Exactly.
And get into good habits from the beginning, which is great. A lot of us do lots of time wasting, and you know, so this will be a good structure to get into good habits as well.
Is there anybody on here that did it last year that really enjoyed it? No one that hated it, please. Come on.
Let's see. Just having a look at all the questions.
Nobody on here that enjoyed it. That is ridiculous.
No, there's quite a few saying it was fun. They loved it.
Oh, they didn't want to talk. That's what it was.
Yeah, they're chatting.
I'm really looking forward to doing the rank advancement and getting on the Facebook group. Thanks, Doji. Joining Blossom. Oh, okay. So Gemma and Claire are still having problem joining the Silver Blossom group. I have no idea why.
All right, we'll take that offline with them.
Yeah, we'll take that offline. Great. I'm 100% committed. Yes, love that attitude.
Good job, Annalie.
There we go. Both feet in. Abby, I think it's fantastic. Excellent.
I get Abby.
Take the cash. Excellent, Jenny. Absolutely. You have something in your mind, but you want to spend that £100
lady
on.
after my own heart.
And that will keep you motivated. Welcome. Will that be in euros?
Sandy's asked, does it matter what rank you are? It does not matter. So
No.
what we're classing manager and consultant, all those, is basically any of those go to elite. Unless you're executive, then you've got to go for premier.
Yes.
Now, if you hit executive in like December and in January and February you haven't hit executive again, then let's chat and see where it's at. And
We'll chat you upline
and try and get them to persuade us.
What you want to do, you'll be kind of cheating yourself if it's too easy. You
Definitely.
know, I mean, you'll be. It's not for us. It's for you. You know, so no one's. We are obviously going to celebrate it, but it's for you, and so you want to push yourself, and you want to feel like you've really achieved something. And I say, make the most of these 2 months when we're all here to support you and push yourself. You know, so that's the whole purpose. We don't care if someone, you know, you pretend you're this and you get something. That doesn't matter to us. What we want to do is really hope to motivate you and help you achieve something you've been wanting to achieve but haven't quite done it yet. That's the exciting thing about this.
And if I've seen that some of you, I'm not going to name names, might hold off hitting a rank this month, don't worry, I know.
Becky will be watching us all.
Don't worry, we know your games.
Sneaky finders. Becky's a sneaky.
Yeah. We'll know.
But none of that, Steve. And now you're on the radar.
Steve, do we have?
Right there, Steve.
Maybe, okay.
He doesn't realise his name's there.
There we go. Yeah.
No, he does. He does.
Okay, so Jenny asked, she's working the day, so hopefully did you hear that we'll be doing every other week, we'll be doing the evening, so that those who can't make the day can have question and answers done in the evening, and we will record them so that people can, you know, watch them back as well. You just won't be able to actively participate, obviously, if you're working in the day, but you can come on to the evening one. Becky, did you see any questions that you wanted to answer?
No, not really. I think they're just all excited, which is great. So it's a momentum, isn't it? We're just going to have so many people ranking. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have so much cheering at convention.
Exactly. I'm going to take over that stage.
So much cheering at convention.
No, we are. It's lovely.
That's not motivating. That's demotivating.
No, some aren't motivated by that, but you know, when you get there in the atmosphere, it's great. It's lovely.
It's so good.
Okay, so Rose has asked an interesting question. Should you start doing classes via intro classes or start going with the mental health classes? As we do the strategy, we will be suggesting which classes we think you should be doing, and these will consist of like finding classes, intro classes, so the key enrollment classes where you're going to, the classes basically that we find you get the most enrollments from is the intro class. Okay, so that's the best one, most effective one for time. But we will be talking about finding classes as well. So you could use a mental health class as a finding class, but not necessarily. As long as as long, I mean, if your mental health class is around the Home Essentials kit, then that could work. So we're not going to tell you, you know, you obviously it's your business as well. You can be creative with it.
Whoa! You need to tell them.
We're gonna suggest you do intro classes, and I would say a mental health class would be more a finding class. Okay, so
mental health class is like a chocolate class. It's a finding activity. You may enrol people from it, so it's great.
Which would be bonus. But when we're strategizing, we'll say you need to do 4 enrollment classes that month. You wouldn't be able to count that one as an enrollment class. You could do that one as well. We would suggest.
Because most people are going to come there and they're looking to talk about mental health and not necessarily the oils as much. Like most people come for chocolate, but then you're introducing the oils subtly to them about it. And you get them then to come to an introduction class. It's a bit like sampling, and it's more of a finding event.
And because often those different classes often get people to buy maybe 1 or 2 oils, you know, maybe 3 if you're lucky, but usually not a whole kit.
I don't know. So a lot of them don't sign up.
Yeah, that's what we found. So this is what we'll be sharing. Do you think, Bex?
Yeah, no, definitely. I've totally encourage intro classes.
Well, Adele wants to know how you get added to Facebook groups. Well, I'll put it on next Monday. We'll have the Facebook groups all up and running, and you can add yourself after the team call next Monday.
And I just wanted to actually say as well that it's brilliant because it's also coincides with the Sicily trip.
Yes.
So, you know, that's exciting because as they're working hard, they might find that they're automatically getting, you know, enrollment towards that trip and a holiday as well as this.
Yeah, and you can use your £100 to go and buy some nice swimsuits, bikinis, trunks.
Twitter's asked, can she get paid in euros? Definitely. We do euros, francs,
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Definitely do Bitcoin.
Daniel will be happy and Jonathan.
Yeah. Daniel will do Bitcoin.
Daniel, yeah.
It's all over
Daniel's
that
got
one.
plenty of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Giveaway. Abby's asked what rank do you need to walk at convention? It's silver, isn't it?
Silver and above, yeah. Silver or gold.
Silver and above. Great. Time in France. Yeah, okay. Loved it last year. Great, Lucy. Thanks for that. Oh, good, Jenny. Brilliant. Thanks, Tonya, Karina, Elizabeth. No. Nice working with Elizabeth. That's it. Ali, yay. Brilliant. Okay. I think, is that all the...
And the other thing is, if you know that there are people that weren't on this call tonight, then spread it to the rest of your teams and get them to watch this recording so that they